Why do we do a 30-second countdown and then do the intro? It's a bit annoying really, isn't it? But then again, it kind of gives us a chance to, focus our minds, prepare ourselves for our public. Both of them. Oh, here we go. Welcome to Masters of None. Coming up on tonight's show, the M1 Macbook Air for Editors. Chris has one that we can play with. We're going to stress test it to and see if it's any good for an editor on the go. Is it powerful enough? Let's find out. Also, there'll be our picks of the week. Probably the M1 MacBook Air if it's any good. So welcome to episode 15, M1 MacBook Air for Editors.
How's it going? You all right? For those who didn't watch last week, this was the best purchase that we made from Wish. This is £2 plus £1 postage. And this microphone was over £200 with a USB audio interface, also over £100.
Didn't pay for the mic though, did you? One of your really good friends got that for you.
Yeah, but it looks like he's failed to prepare tonight. So...
No, you were late.
Brilliant.
I'm sticking by that. It's your fault that we're not ready.
Who's got the MacBook?
Who wanted to use the MacBook tonight? I've already made a 20-minute long video on this. We're just going to replicate the same thing.
I fell asleep.
Well, it's fine then.
Thanks very much for watching, everybody. For those of you who are interested, we are stress testing the MacBook M1, MacBook Air M1, because Chris has got one for his business. If you've seen on his channel, he did do a 20-minute video on it. However, I thought it'd be a really good idea to have a play live on here, because we know that a lot of editors and people in the industry are watching, and they may have certain questions that Chris possibly didn't cover, although the video was a year and a half long. So he probably did. However, we want to do it live really and start playing around. So Chris, do you know what? Let's have a look. O'Neill and Jones, they are also known as the Distance Duo. Hi guys, hi Soph, lovely to see you. James Watts, an amazing I know, Jay. I'm still impressed. Chris and I jumped into here and started chatting earlier, and he's like, "You sound really, really far away," and I was like, "Oh, I'm still on this," and it's just a cracking microphone. I'm shocked at it. We were late too, so it worked out well. Yes, sorry about that, Matt. Welcome back. And apparently we have a lovers tiff already. So there you go.
We are 14, 15 episodes in. I didn't even put the number on this one because I couldn't be bothered. We're that far in. We're not having numbers anymore. We're too big for numbers.
Too big. We are too big. Have you stopped sulking now?
I'm not sulking. I'm just stalling because we've still got 3 minutes of copy time left before we can actually show it.
What the problem was, and what we've gone through in this past 20 minutes before the stream, normally we're really, really stressing. I was setting up my camera and my light because I've been actually working over the last few days.
Okay. Where's the lens cap? That would be easier.
Do us all a favor. And in the middle of that, my monitor fell off the wall, so that's been... Shut up. So I had to set up everything again, and Chris is like, I haven't got enough footage on the MacBook Air because I've already reset it because it's going to Anya. Hi Anya, if you're watching. And now he's gonna have to reset it again tonight after we're finished, and he's currently transferring footage, which is taking a while. Can you explain why it's taking a while? I thought the MacBook Air was blazingly fast.
Well, it is, but USB 3 is only as good as it is.
Brilliant. Thank you for that informed insight. That's what people tune in to watch. And that's why we've lost 4 viewers in the last 30 seconds because you started talking again. Maybe I should just keep on. No one wants
you
that.
You do the whole show, mate.
So what Chris is doing right now?
Where's the leave button,
Mr. 10,000 subscribers? Yeah. Look at him. He's still there in the green room. But yeah. See, he thinks he doesn't have to do it anymore because he's got the subs. But Chris is actually currently transferring the last bit of the footage that we need so that we can stress test this. I'm really considering going for the MacBook Air. Firstly, because of price, really, and also because of the price to power ratio looks really, really, really good on this. Emma's laptop we're looking to replace because she's on a Lenovo Yoga 500, which was first used to plan Noah's leaving do, and it's really, really slow. So we're looking to replace it with something. We also love to travel vlog, and we're looking for something that we can take on our merry way and edit from. So first and foremost, it's 13-inch that I'm thinking about. Is there enough screen real estate? And secondly, the speed, because when you're traveling, you want something small, and you will allow the small screen if it's fast enough and can do it for you. You don't want the frustrations to be added to with the speed plus the size of the screen. Are we transferred yet? Should have gone live.
The quick answer is no.
No. Okay.
The slow answer is nearly.
Brilliant. So what footage are you transferring over?
Right. So I have the same stuff that I used in my YouTube video, which was a wedding and a music video that I shot. And then also on an SSD, I've got a tattoo artist that I shot recently. I've got some pictures of me in the snow. I thought we could test out Lightroom because I've not dabbled with Lightroom yet.
Nice and current.
Yep. And some sexy B-roll that I shot, which I was going to make a whole video about, and I never made the video. And I know that's 4K.
Okay. So are we predominantly working with 4K tonight, or is it going to be a mixture of the two?
Whatever you want. I've got HD footage, I've got 4K footage, I've got JPEGs, and I've got RAWs.
Cool. Okay. So the thing is,
done. Right, we can do anything you want now.
I think you and I would both agree that any kind of potato could edit JPEG in Lightroom. So I think RAW will really be the test. 4K and HD. I think I'd like to use both when I'm travel vlogging. By the way, if you have any particular questions with regards to anything that we're doing tonight and you want clarity or you want Chris to test something out, please just fire the question in, and if we can get to it, we will. But the footage that I would predominantly be loading in when I'm travel vlogging would be either from the A6300, the A7 III, or the DJI Osmo, or quite possibly the ZV-10, which I'm looking at. Don't know if any of that is going to be 10-bit.
ZV-10? What's a ZV-10?
Yeah. The ZV-10. It's the Sony vloggers camera.
That's embarrassing because it's the ZV-1, I think, isn't it?
Oh, am I thinking the 10E? The thing I love about Chris is that he never lets you get away with anything. Do you know what I mean? He's such a nice bloke. Don't forget, you're staying at mine next week.
If I come up.
And you'll be asleep at certain points.
We do have a slight issue in this stream.
What's that?
I didn't minimize Chrome, but it's still disconnected to the Mac, so we might be constantly reconnecting this Mac. It might not go as smoothly as we're hoping this. Well, okay. As per usual, it's going to be an absolute show.
Can I just say, thank you. Can I just say, I can see the view that the Mac can see right now, and that is, how you doing? I don't even want to make the comment I was going to make, but yeah. James Watts has said, looking forward to seeing how much stress it can take. I've been Windows for a while, and that NVIDIA CUDA is hard to beat. I completely agree with you, James. I have what do I have, Chris?
What? The graphics card? You have the 2080
Super. That's what I've got. And
sorry, I'm
yeah,
just messing around with everything trying to get it to work.
It works really well on my computer, and I'd be interested. I know Chris has pretty much the same. Do you have the 2060? Is yours the 2060?
I have the 1070. So yours is a whole generation newer than mine.
Wow, hells of beans. It would have been a good idea to really plan ahead and me to run the same footage in mine that you were running on yours. But hey,
I thought that's what we were going to do, but you just never showed up. So,
oh yeah, we'll transfer all that footage. Transfer
Oh,
all
you
that
just
footage
sent me
over
a
Google
picture.
Drive.
When did you send me this picture?
See that ages ago.
Does anyone want to see Adam's setup?
I was just showing you because I've got it higher up and all that. That's really good autofocus. That really good. Matt O'Neill has said fight, fight, fight. That's good. There you go. That's my setup. It's very strange. And James has put there are two now: the ZV1 and the ZV10.
See, James is much more informed than us.
Sorry. To quote someone who's not too far away, it's embarrassing, that isn't it? Because I think it's a ZV10. Isn't it?
Is it a ZV10 you want?
I've got absolutely no idea.
Exactly. ZV10's just come out like 2 weeks ago. But I didn't know what it was called, but I know what it's called.
By the way, just for those of you, just for the who think that Chris is trying to come on to me with all that, Chris is still dying.
I'm still ill. I'm better than I was, and I've got a wedding tomorrow and a wedding on Friday, and they're both really far away and really long, and I'm going to be dead by the end of it.
Yeah, for those of you wondering, Chris isn't actually filming it out of these. He's just picking up wives.
Oh, Rachel's not watching.
That was funny.
She's not really impressed with it.
I think Rachel would love to be able to share the pain that you are among others. I'm sure Rachel would love to dilute the annoyance that is Christoph.
Brilliant. Are we going to do this? I mean, we wouldn't have if we didn't even have to tell him.
God, you're boring me already. Right, come on.
Right. What are we doing then? What do you want to do? I've done everything I want to do. You tell me what you want me to do.
Right. Let's get Premiere Pro first.
Okay. Is that up? You're gonna have to do it because I'm on the Mac. I can't do any of this stuff. There we go.
Okay.
I don't think I can get rid of this because if I get rid of this, I think it stops actually sharing.
Yeah. That's cool. Okay. So can you first let's drag in some footage. Let's see where we've got there. See this. If anyone's gone from Windows to Mac recently, please let me know. Because the thing is, Chris has a decent experience with Mac. I have pretty much none. So anyone who has recently done it, who'd never been on a Mac before, please let me know if it's been hard. There's no wedding footage there, is there?
There's not. This is all tattoo footage.
Okay. Hold on 2 seconds. No, sorry. No, James, he's been doing PCRs all week and he's fine. He's just
ill. Just
cool. Okay. So this is all,
This is all 1080. It's all shot at 100 frames a second, I believe. Hey, look. There's even a Premiere project file.
So is that from Windows?
That is from Windows.
Let's have a go.
Do you think it'll load? I mean, it's loaded. But it hasn't found it, has it? Oh, locating media.
No, but hold on. That loaded fast.
Yeah. That's the thing with this is it does load like processes that take a long time on a Windows machine just seem to be lightning on here.
Yeah.
But things that require a lot of power, the Windows machine can do, and this just can't do. It's odd. Right. It's like it comes too quickly. Peaks too fast. That's the word I was going
Let's
for.
Scroll down and see what footage is missing before you literally put that.
I mean, it's just a few pictures.
2 JPEGs. Yeah. Okay. I'm happy with them being offline. Yeah, pre-renders. Skip. Okay, cracking. So your audio's not in, but that would have been scratch audio. Oh no, hold on. You've played with that.
Yeah, I have. This is really going to get in my way. I'm going to try and hide it.
Okay.
Yeah, that didn't work.
But minimize that now.
Sorry, I'm trying to do it on the stream. Let me watch it on the actual Mac.
There you go.
Yeah, I have put some audio into this. Yeah, so there was music over the top of it.
Okay. Can you locate that music? Oh, it doesn't really matter, does it? Audio is audio. Sorry to sorry to the distance viewer. There's nothing playing back there, is there?
If I get rid of that, will it?
It's not going to play it now.
Why won't it play it if it can see it?
What's above it? Is there an adjustment layer or something?
Oh, there we go.
Black bars. There you go.
Here we
You
go.
don't need to do that though, do you? You just need to put a thingy layer and then crop in the top and the bottom. So which transitions are they?
They're your Mr. Horse ones.
They're Mr. Horse.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Because I normally have to pre-render. As you can see, the first little bit on that one is red, but okay, it kind of skipped it a little bit there. That's good. Get rid of those again.
I mean, I had to render this several times on my PC before it would play. So this is actually annoying me.
You had to pre-render.
I had to pre-render those transitions, yeah.
Black bars.
Should I just get rid of all of those black bars?
Yeah, I probably would. Yeah. Why don't you just put it in and then lock that channel? That would have been easy.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm lazy. I actually edited this whole video in an hour, and I've been meaning to make a YouTube video about it and saying, and like re-editing it in an hour, and then saying how, like, show me what you can do in an hour.
Yeah.
It was really good fun, actually, limiting yourself to a bit of time, because I did it for free, and that guy who's on screen now messaged me like 3 weeks later saying, "Oh, have you finished the video yet?" And I was like, "I haven't even started it," and I had an hour to kill, and I was like, "Damn it, I'm gonna go do it." So I went and did it in an hour and gave it to him, and he absolutely loved it.
You don't want to be telling a client that it takes an hour, but
no, I mean,
no,
yeah,
mate, this is butchy smooth. So this is 1080. Did you say?
This is all that's 4K, I think.
Talking head.
Yeah, let's how do I find out, mate?
right click it. Just right click it and showing hold on. Reveal in project. That
I have to turn on info, don't I? There it is.
Not necessarily. No, don't. Go back to media. Go back to where it was. And then just toggle bottom left-hand side where you've got the green thing. The next one along. Hit that, and it'll tell you. Just scroll up and down, see where it's been. There you go. Now scroll along. This is the problem with the small screen, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's 4K.
That's 4K. All right. And that is that scrubbing?
Yeah, because you can see the lines where I got the shutter speed wrong.
Yeah, you can, yeah. Even the pros get it wrong sometimes. That's impressive. So this is 4K shot on your Sony APS-C.
This is 4K shot on the A7R2, I think.
So it's still 8-bit then.
Yeah.
Okay. That's quick.
I mean, yeah, I've got no problem. I'm actually a bit jealous of giving this to Anya tomorrow. Because
hold on.
It's cool.
Distance Viewer is saying, I made the PC to Mac jump about 4 years ago, much less for system shock than I was expecting. No worse than switching camera brands for a technophile like you, Adam. I appreciate that. I switched from Nikon to Canon to Sony, and the jump to Sony was actually a big shock for me. But I recently went from Android to iPhone, and no problem at all. Much less workarounds than I'd had in the past. Matt's also said, haha, he's right. Sorry, we're delayed. And he's also put, ooh, from the Forrest Gump funk vid. Awesome. What was from the Forrest Gump vid? Do you know what he's meant? Do you know what he means?
No.
Okay.
I have something to add. The transition from PC to Mac or from Android to iPhone is beautiful compared to the other way around.
Yeah.
Jumping from I used to be on Mac and I changed to PC because I dropped a pint of squash over my Mac, and I claimed off the insurance and it was absolutely wrecked. And they gave me, I think they gave me 1,200 quid or 1,300 quid, and it wasn't enough to buy a Mac at the time that could do what I needed it to do.
Yeah.
So I built myself a pretty powerful PC instead. And going back the other way, when all of my footage was on Mac formatted hard drives and all of that rubbish that goes along with it, took me forever. And
how long ago was this though? Because I seem to remember reading somewhere that it's only recently that Mac have started liking NTFS rather than FAT32. Am I right in thinking that?
I don't know. That's something I don't know.
How long ago was this?
I reckon it was probably, it would have been just as Anya joined me, so about 5 years ago. And she still uses the MacBook Pro that I poured a pint of squash over. So she's long overdue for an upgrade. So I don't feel that bad, but I just wish my computer was as quick as this thing when it comes to the smaller processes.
But to put that in, I want to jump on that. But to put that in perspective, you said that 1,200 quid from the insurance company wasn't enough to get a capable Mac at the time. In comparison, how much is this?
600 quid.
Brand new?
No, brand new, it's £1,000. But I got one that's got a few scratches on the lid, and it was £400 off, which is ridiculous.
Okay, let's test this footage. While you're in it, can we go into Lumetri?
I don't have any LUTs installed, though.
That's all right. That's all right. Actually, no, don't go into Lumetri. Let's go to Effects. Your Effects window, yeah. And go search for Gaussian blur, because I know Gaussian blur is really quite render GPU heavy and CPU heavy as well. So let's drop that on there.
This is the 4K stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Now you see where the blurriness is. Let's bring that blurriness up a little bit. Okay. See how that scrubs. No. Play it back. Okay, take that, repeat H pixels, and take it up to 50.
Where's repeat? Oh, there.
Yeah, and take it up to 50.
This is going to just work. I know it is.
Okay, right. Let's keep that clip. Let's go to color. Basic correction. Let's use one of their awful input LUTs. Alexa V3. Yeah, leave that one on. That's good. Go to creative. I'm gonna. What was that?
There's a little portable speaker with a name in my office that is now talking.
Oh, because of sorry. Okay. Creative.
Alexa,
And let's get a creative LUT in there as well. There will be some. Nice. Okay. Intensity, whack it all the way up. And let's pull that shadow tint all the way up into the orange on the wheel. And highlight tint all the way down into the blue. Right. Okay. Scrub that. No. Okay, play it back. Oh my God.
No problem whatsoever.
So what have effectively
let's chuck some more stuff in it, because I think it can handle so much more.
All right.
Also, it's worth mentioning that Apple themselves say that Premiere isn't optimized for the M1 chip.
That's what I was going to say. Adobe are currently working on a patch, on an update for Premiere Pro to be optimized for the M1.
Yeah.
Okay, let's whack that saturation all the way up. And let's go back into your effects where you search for Gaussian. And let's search for Lumetri again. And put on another Lumetri color. Scroll down.
I mean, can't I just...
You can just duplicate it, actually, thinking about it.
There you go.
So you've copied and pasted that, yeah? Scrub it.
It's starting to lose a little bit.
Yeah,
it is worth mentioning we're at half resolution as well, which is probably what I played it. That's probably from the project file on my PC. I was playing it at half resolution so I could watch it properly.
Right, let's go full.
Yeah, it drops a couple of frames.
Yeah, but I mean, who does this? Seriously,
I know.
You've got Gaussian blur to 50. You've got 2 instances of Lumetri color, which are going crazy. Can you tag off one of the FXs on the Lumetri? Just click, strike through the FX.
Where's that?
See where FX is to the left of limit. There you go. So that's only using 1 now. Scrub that. Play that.
That's ridiculous. My PC would not do that. But saying that, if I render this clip, that's not taking very long. But on my PC, so I think syncing files up, if you're doing multicam edits, like 10,000 times quicker on here than they are on my PC. Genuinely, they're so much faster.
Yeah.
Rendering, I feel like my PC absolutely destroys this
because of the GPU.
Speed. Yeah, it's weird because it must be all the things, all the processes that are controlled by the CPU are incredible. And as soon as you start chucking things that should be done by a GPU at it, it falls to pieces.
Does it have any kind of GPU in that?
Don't know. Don't know where it would tell us.
This is only running 8 gig RAM as well.
Yeah, 8 gigs of RAM. Yeah. There is an about this Mac section. I can't think how you get to it.
Matt, tell us. Oh, hold on. We've had more.
Now I've got to try and find graphics displays.
James, a pint of squash. Yes, that's what I thought as well. Are you laughing at the fact that he calls it squash? I'd be really interested because I mean I haven't called it like that since I was 6.
What do you call it?
Cordial.
Yeah, see, that's weird.
Matt has also put the translation. Oh yeah, I did. Good eyes. If for those of you who haven't seen, my company did our first ever music video in this past couple of months. Really, really proud of it. Really, really. And it's a guy called Scott Comanche, and it was a song called Forrest Gump Funk. If you haven't seen it, search for it on YouTube. I convinced him to get on YouTube after he'd had some like 50,000 views on TikTok or something. And over 16,000 on Facebook. Go and have a look at it. But yes, good eyes, Matt. I did use a number of those transitions in that, going into the fight scene and all that. Good. Yes, that's right. Alexa is the 3rd member of the...
I'm going to mute her.
Alexa, turn on Cave PC. Alexa, turn off gallery.
Cave PC.
Oh, that's mine, isn't it?
Yeah, it is yours.
So this is via Rosetta. Amazing. I'm sorry, I'm not reading these when they come up. So
it's using the M1, I believe, as the GPU. It's using the processor as the GPU.
So it's dedicated integrated graphics rather than dedicated graphics.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. I think that's what that's saying.
Thanks, Matt. Yes, James, I'm shocked at this as well. Only 8 gig. Be really interesting to see what the 16 gig version would be, but this seems so capable. And James calls it squash as well. Okay, well, I sure as hell feel like a idiot then, don't I? Sorry about that. Right. Okay. If anyone has any requests with regards to Premiere Pro, let us know. I'd be really interested to see how an After Effects project works in there, but not the one that you had.
Okay.
And you wouldn't be able to link them up anyway. Can we have a look in Lightroom? Because I don't know about you, but do you use Lightroom Classic or do you use Lightroom CC?
It will be whatever I downloaded.
Cracking.
Classic.
I have Classic. Okay, cool. I have real problems on my PC. If I've got Lightroom Classic running in the background, it literally ruins Premiere. Premiere won't work. It just grinds to a halt.
Do you want me to keep Premiere open?
Yeah, please
I've just
do.
closed it. Okay, let me reopen it.
I'm really interested looking at all this.
You know, something we used to do when I worked at Apple.
What's that?
To show off how capable the computers were.
Yeah.
Do you want to see this? Because this is cool, actually.
Go on.
I'm going to close all this down for a second.
Mm.
On the old iMacs, when people were first like transitioning from PC to Mac, and PCs were absolutely appalling, and they were always crashing. They always had viruses, and it's not as good as it was today. We used to go into the Finder and go to applications, and we'd literally select every single application, and then we'd right click and press open. Are you sure you want to open 44 items? Yes, please. Whoa, here we go. Whoa, look at them all. Oh, you're getting lag on the stream. But they're all bouncing on my screen. They're all going for it. Everything is open now. I think the stream is struggling.
Look at them all bouncing up and down.
Yeah. Every single application is open. And it does it within probably 10 seconds, which
oh my God,
used to blow me away. And this is actually performing better than it used to for me. I'm going to have to somehow close all of these now.
Siri's also listening to you and literally has written everything that you said there.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Hey Siri.
No,
show browsing history. Oh.
Yeah, that backfired, didn't it? I'm going to have to close 40 odd applications manually.
Hey Siri, who is Chris Watkins?
No, she won't know.
Your iPhone first.
Yeah,
that's
right, Siri.
Chris Watkins?
What's he like, really?
It might be quicker for me to restart this.
Sorry.
We could do a little restart test.
Could you please
repeat
what you said?
What is Chris Watkins really like?
What would you like to know about Chris Watkins?
You must have worked for the CIA or something. Doesn't even want to tell me anything about you. Have you literally just ruined this?
No, I've just turned it off.
It's still on.
Well, the stream may be on, but the Chrome tab definitely isn't.
If you just joined us, we are trying to stress test the hell out of a MacBook Air. We've just seen some cracking stuff with that.
Back
4K.
on, by the way.
My God, stop it! Is it restarted already?
Yeah, I'm just putting the password in.
That is fine. You're gonna have to go back in through StreamYard
Ready
as well.
to use. Everything's still open.
Is it?
Yeah, it's all opening back up again. I shouldn't have done it.
Keyframing, animation, Mogurts. Yeah, perhaps AA will be better for that stuff. Yeah, absolutely. But the thing is that I work a lot in After Effects and bring in to Premiere Pro to then export out, because I hate bringing in like music or other kind of little bits of footage in After Effects because it's not an editor. So if I start in Premiere Pro, I'll end in Premiere Pro through Dynamic Link. But if I start in After Effects, quite often I still end in Premiere Pro purely because I prefer the finish of Premiere Pro. which is why I want to play with animation in there, but I just, it wouldn't link with any files because I've got all the files. So yeah. Sophie's MacBook Pro goes mental if she tries Lightroom with any other programs. Thank you. I get the feeling, Matt, that it's actually something to do with the dedication of the RAM. I know I've got it pretty high with Lightroom. And I shouldn't really, because quite often I jump between Lightroom and Photoshop as well. So yeah. I wish I had the MacBook Air because I'd love to compare stuff that I do as well. Although she does have every tab in the world open most of the day too. Yeah, been there. I do that. Matt has said hit Command Q.
What does that do?
Got no idea. Maybe it starts a nuclear war. Not too sure.
Well, it's a bit late now. I've just done it all manually.
Oh God, Matt could have told us earlier. James has said, I'm amazed. If I tried that on a Windows PC, it would not only go bang, it would actively hurl the nearest projectile at me. Yeah. I pretty much have that same. And Matt is currently laughing.
I was doing that with Macs 10 years ago. And it was
really.
Yeah, really.
Can
the
you
only reason I swapped from PC to Mac, from Mac to PC, was because I couldn't afford to replace it.
Yeah.
If I could have afforded to replace it, I would have done.
Can you please just hit editing at the top? Oh, sorry, you've done it now. It's fine. That'll do. Right, Lightroom, cracking. So you've got some raw files, did you say?
I think these are raw. RAF. They look raw, don't they? I think these are raw from my Fuji, when I had my Fuji.
All right, okay. Access files on removal. Okay, yeah, good.
I don't know what that is. Oh, these are our wedding. Some of these are our wedding, not our wedding, our baby bump photos.
I was going to say, you're a little bit underdressed there, mate.
Here we go. So it's important. Oh, here's the snow stuff. Sod off.
Go away.
There we go. Right, so what do you want me to do? I've got Lightroom open. It's still importing. You want me to go back to Premiere and press play?
Yeah.
There you go. Still importing. Premiere's still playing. Still importing. Premiere's still playing. That's my dog. That's Leica in a little coat. God, the Fuji used to miss focus.
The new build in the background is more tack sharp than the dog. That's what's really annoying is just how much the cost of this is compared to what you and I have both invested in machines.
Yeah, my PC wouldn't do this. But
it couldn't handle it?
No, I don't think so.
Wow.
I mean, your PC is technically faster than mine.
Technically.
I don't know about your RAM situation. I have got lots of RAM, but
it's 64.
Yeah, that's the same as me. So your PC is better than mine, just from the graphics card. That's the only thing that is better. But
didn't you say to me the other day I could sell my graphics card and get a Mac Mini?
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
Yeah. That's insane. So this is £600 new. Sorry, secondhand.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just have a look on the Apple website. I feel like we're working for Apple here inadvertently. We're not meaning to. We're trying to kill this thing, and it's just knocking us back at every hurdle. Mac Mini. Buy.
Matt's put Command Q quits programs. I'll try to anticipate the madness.
Oh, yeah, I was doing that. I was doing Command Q, but you still have to click stuff to highlight the which program you're in.
So Command Q is like Alt F4 for Windows.
It actually responds, whereas Alt F4 doesn't.
Yeah. How many times do you in a program you say Alt F4 and it says, "Do you really want to shut down the PC?" No. Matt's also put, it's clear that this will solve most of everyone's problems, but when do you jump on the carousel? What if something incredibly happens in the M1X? Exactly that.
No, I think Matt's talking about the iMac. So the iMac doesn't actually come with a Visa mount. It comes with a stupid mount, which you have to buy a mount that costs like 400 quid to go along with it. So I think that's what Matt's on about.
Is it called something like a magic mount?
It's probably called the Apple Super Special. I'm not going to finish my sentence because that would get us demonetized. I had a look at these Macs the other day and they look absolutely beautiful. Something I was going to say as well, jumping on the carousel, people used to come in to me at Apple and say, oh, when's the new iPhone coming out? I've got the iPhone. It was the 4S at the time when I worked there. When's the iPhone 5 coming out? Or when the 5 came out, it was like, when's the iPhone 6 coming out? Should I wait? Should I wait until that comes out? I was like, well, what does your current iPhone not do that you want it to do? And they were like, I don't know. I just want the new one. And it's the same with this. If this does everything you want to do, then what's holding you back from buying it? We are throwing everything at this Mac, and it's saying, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I'll crack on with that. Yeah, no problem. Like I'm never really worried about that. I'm thinking about buying the iPad M1 because of I want the M1 chip in my life in some form at the moment, just because of how capable it is.
So, with that in mind, why would you not get it?
Get which what? The iPad,
the MacBook Air. What we're looking at now? What are the reasons why you wouldn't get it?
I can't be bothered to piece out my PC and sell it. Also, I don't want to have the faff. At the moment, I've got a 12 terabyte hard drive in my PC.
Size does matter, kids.
Plus 2 1 terabyte SSDs. If I bought a Mac Mini or a MacBook Air, how am I going to access the footage that's on that PC? Without selling, if I wanted to sell the PC and buy a Mac, that's what I'm thinking. If I was just going to buy a Mac, it wouldn't be an issue because I can connect to the Mac via Ethernet. I can connect to the PC via Ethernet. That's what's stopping me. If I was going to piece it out and sell it and move completely over to Mac, then fabulous. The other thing is, how would the Mac run plugged into my 55-inch TV?
Now, that's a question, because that will no doubt take quite a bit of processing power to upscale what it's doing to a 50-inch 4K.
Yeah, I mean, we can do it. We've got time. If you want to do it, we can do it.
Let's do it.
I just need to jump under my desk.
All right. Okay. So what I guess I'm feeling with this is that yes, James, you're absolutely right. Thank you. That's kind of where I was going with this, but I wasn't too sure because he said he didn't want to break it up. But James has said either NAS or take the drives out and use a USB 3 dock for the SATA drives. It's exactly the way I was thinking. I was thinking, we'll just get them and have them external. Chris has not had the best luck with NAS drives in the past. Synology are dead to him. But yeah, my next step is to get some form of NAS, because just like I was running a business on 2 SD cards up until quite recently, I am running a business on cloud storage and 2 NVMEs, 2 SSDs, and 1 big external spinning drive, 7200 RPM. So I agree with that. You just NAS it up in a fast gigabyte kind of thing. That's just disconnected itself. Have you done anything with that yet? Because if not, bring it up next week and I'll do something with it.
No, I mean, I have this NAS sat here. Western Digital are actually providing me with a load of drives to go into it. But as of yet, I've not touched it.
I'll buy it off you for a £5. Matt's also put, we're after the iMac. You have to select either Visa or desktop via their website, although Chris could probably find another Chinese adapter if we asked him nice.
I'm convinced I'm buying a Mac.
Why?
Because I've just plugged it into my telly and it looks amazing.
Well, can we see?
Oh,
Sorry,
this is beautiful. Oh, 1 second. Here we go. So now we have proper resolution. Look at this. Oh, God. Oh, no.
Just need to address this. I can hear me. James, yeah, 2 SDs. Yeah, that may be 2 hours of footage for you, the way that you shoot. I shoot on the A7 III and I back up. I use the 2 SD slots and I back up. So it was effectively just over an hour's worth of footage. It wasn't the best way to run a business, but yeah. That looks insane.
It's so quick. This is a 13-inch MacBook Air for £600 and it's blowing my mind. It's not quite the right resolution at the minute. It's, I don't know whether you can see on the oh, yours is right. On mine, this this top bar is missing off the TV. Obviously it doesn't match up, but let's just go into display settings if I can see it. Where is it?
That might be your TV settings though, is it?
It's probably trying to display at 4K when it's actually 3840 by whatever it is. Mirror display. You might need to fill this section of the video.
See, because the reason why I really want to see how this looks is because the MacBook Air the Mac Air that we're looking at, the MacBook Air, is 13 inches, and to size that up to not only 2.5 times the size, if not more, 3 times the size. I'm not good at maths, but also keep that 4K output, or just do stuff. Hit play again.
Hold on, I'm just going to show you. That is how big it is.
Hold on.
In comparison, like if you've got a dock for the MacBook that you've just plugged straight into the telly,
that's
it's obscenely good.
Is it really fast?
We lost a couple of frames there for the transition. This is still in full resolution at the minute.
Can you punch in? Can you zoom into that sequence a bit?
Yeah.
Look how small the hide this display is now.
Yeah, it is dropping a couple of frames here and there. There you go. Yeah, it is struggling. Okay. Let's drop it to half resolution. I mean, it doesn't look any different to my eye whatsoever. It still looks just as good. This makes me want to buy a Mac.
Matt's put, welcome to the dark side.
I've been to the dark side. I've been to every dark side there is. I've swapped backwards and forwards for years.
Chris has been to so many dark sides. He gets certain looks when he walks through town. Sophie's put, and he isn't getting the MacBook Air now. No, I don't think so. James is asking, do you have any 10-bit long GOP footage to try?
No.
Sorry, James.
Sorry.
I
haven't got anything that shoots 10-bit.
We can all survive on what? Yes, you're absolutely right, Matt. I think we can all survive on one kidney. However, the Moretti wouldn't be as sinless. Yeah, I don't think I've been this speechless for a while. But what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm seeing where the Premiere will play whilst I'm editing pictures in Lightroom.
Do it. Oh my God. The world is upside down. Yes, James, it is rather impressive. It's stupidly impressive. I think what Chris needs to do nice and quickly is get some kind of affiliate link for Apple that he can share in the bottom, because, mate, that's by the way, for those of you who are like me and mere mortals, that screen where he was editing video, editing Lightroom there looks quite small. That's probably effectively the same size as the screen, if not bigger, than the MacBook Air.
That's about 20. This monitor, this window is about a 24-inch monitor.
No, you're right.
If you're a creative, then this is absolutely unbelievable. If you want to play games on it, no, you ain't got a chance.
No.
That's the thing. See, I do play games, and I would miss that aspect. But I like the idea of the fact that if I booted up on the Mac, I knew I didn't have the option to play the games. I like that.
You might get more work done.
I might do. It's doubtful.
It is.
This is such... I can't put into words how much of an amazing experience it is. Having something this big running Mac OS and it's just working. I didn't do this on my video because I genuinely didn't think it would work. But it just does.
George has come in. Hi, George.
Hello,
want one
George.
on my list for a while. Yeah.
You need one. You just need one, mate. You need one. It's so damn good.
George, Matt, show you the leap from M1 to whatever comes next. Can't possibly. No, I don't think it can. I honestly don't think it can. The M1X will be good, will be better. It's going to be diminishing returns. It's got to be in comparison. George has also put what spec we saw before. This is the 8 gig version.
The cheapest one you can buy.
Do not adjust your set. That's what we said. 8 gig.
I am on the Apple website. You can buy this brand new for £999. I paid £600. I paid £639 including postage. That's how much I paid because I tried to return it today.
Yeah, because you're still waiting for the power lead.
Still waiting for the charger.
James has put, Chris, I'll find some 10-bit 422 long GOP and some 10-bit 420.
Send me the link. Send me the link, and I will. Yeah. I'll do it.
Oh, when's this going to Anya though?
Tomorrow. It doesn't matter though, because I see Anya all the time. It's not like a big deal.
Oh, that's true.
By the time James sends me some footage, I'll probably have a MacBook Air, Mac Mini.
When you're coming up. By the way, for those of you who are regular viewers, Chris is coming up to stay with me for a couple of days next week. My wife is away. It's not like that. She's walking the West Island Way with her dad, and I'm taking the week off. But Chris is coming up to play for a couple of days, and we're going to be doing the stream from here. So if you have any, we kind of think what we're going to do next week. But what I would like to say to Chris is, this is the Musing of a Man Airbnb, and the cost for a 2-night stay is
I'll stay at home.
Is either a MacBook Air or £659.
So okay? Can you just put my stream back up quickly?
I didn't take it off. It's gone.
Oh, it's gone, is it? Hold on. Let me.
It was eBay. He's filed a dispute because they forgot to pack the power cable. And funnily enough, the minute that he filed that dispute, after asking them 2 days ago, they sent him the tracking link. It's on its way. You're not wrong on transfer speeds in Wiltshire. Yeah. Are they really bad in Wiltshire for transfer speeds? Is it?
I feel sorry for James because I've got 500 meg down and up. What was I doing? Going to StreamYard.
But he's terrible in bed. So, I mean, do you know what I mean? It evens each other out.
Yeah. I'm in the wrong browser. Hold on. I'm coming back. I'm on
We
my way
use StreamYard. For those who've been watching this for a while, you'll know we use StreamYard. StreamYard doesn't work in Safari.
It doesn't work very well in Chrome. I'm not going to lie.
I think it works all right in Chrome, doesn't it?
Not on a Mac.
There he is. Hello.
You're so tiny on this screen.
I've muted you.
Share screen.
Yes, James. He has 500 megabytes down and up.
He's moving in.
I don't like him, to be honest with you. Chris is moving in. James is moving in. I think there's room in your shed. So, yeah, go ahead, lad. Go around.
I was going to say, can you mute? I can hear myself back.
Can you?
I can't now. No, I can't now. It's gone now. So this is the Mac we're looking at, which is £999.
Hold on. Matt's put chin cam. I don't know what that means.
Oh, because it was looking up at me and he could see all my
got you. Oh, this one. There he is. Brilliant.
See,
Sorry.
I'm missing a tooth as well, whichever side it is on. Anyway, this Mac, 8-core CPU, 7-core GPU, 256 gig of storage, £999. Mac Mini, 8-core CPU, 8-core GPU, 256 gig of storage, £699. So you're saving £300 by not having the keyboard and the trackpad and the screen. So if you've already got a big screen, you've already got a keyboard and a mouse.
Tick, tick.
Gigabit Ethernet connection, so I could plug it straight into my PC. I could essentially use my PC as a server where all the footage lives, and I could connect the Mac Mini to it and be away.
Quite an expensive server.
Yeah, well, I could get rid of the graphics card out of it. I could get rid of half the RAM out of it. I could get rid of the capture card out of it, and I'd be a grand better off. Actually, that would pay for the Mac Mini.
You know, I'm selling my 70D and all the lenses with it. By the way, if anyone wants to buy one, let me know. I've had far too many people trying to scam me. Because I want to get the Tamron. It's around the same price for a brand new Mac Mini.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Should we? I mean, just for argument's sake, the Mac Mini's been out for about the same amount of time. How do I search on this thing? Where is the search bar? I don't know where it is. Is it there? Ah, there we go. I've not used a Mac in such a long time. Mac Mini M1.
You're not showing us anything, are you? Not you're just talking.
I'm not logged into anything, mate. So don't worry. £529. That's the one we're looking at.
What's the spec?
It's the same as the other one we were looking at.
8 and 8.
This one, yeah. It'll be the cheap one.
How much?
529. Or £25 per month for 24 months.
Don't say those things to me. Not say those things to me. Oh, wow.
I've been thinking about this for a long time, switching back. Like at least 6 months. I've been thinking about switching everything I own back to Apple.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the money has a slot underneath for a chunky SSD too.
It used to. I don't know whether the new one does.
I had an advert for a sponsored ad for a dock for the Mac Mini, and it was like a little plinth. Have you seen them? Little plinth that it sits on, and I'm pretty sure not only in there was there number of ports, USB Type-C, USB-C, and Thunderport, but I'm pretty sure there also was an SSD in there as well. To refer to one of the Distance Duo who said before, it's not good for my bank balance. In all honesty, it's not been good for my bank balance ever since Chris and I have started being friends, because Chris just costs me money.
I'm sorry. I cost myself more money than any of you lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does look nice. Nice little plinth. Ah, stop
I mean,
it.
the dock. Have you seen the Henge docks you can get?
Henge? Is it Henge?
Let me. Is my stream still up? Can you put me back up? Was it gone
It's not
again?
there.
Oh,
I've got
stupid.
that duo. By the way, that duo that you showed me before, that's still in the green room. That tab for Minnie the Moocher.
Oh yeah, that's my PC because my PC's still on and running. I don't know why this keeps disconnecting, which would be a nightmare if I was going to use a Mac for the stream.
Mm.
Oh, I'm really jealous. I don't want to give this to Anya now. I don't know how I'm going to get away with it. Can you still see that? Yeah.
Yeah, I can see eBay.
Let's have a look for Henge Dock MacBook Air M1. And if they still make it. This is it. So it's a dock that it slides into.
Love them.
And then it gives you loads of different connectivity options.
Love that.
I'm not sure this is the right one. Yeah, 2019 to 2016. So this is a bit of an older one. And the video is playing beautifully, as you can see. So basically, it plugs everything in that you're using, all your mice, your keyboard, your screens, everything. You just slide it in, and it just runs.
Brilliant. I love that. Love it.
Next week we should sit and we should both buy Mac Minis.
With your card?
No, thank you. I'm going to sell one component from my PC and buy a Mac Mini.
I've got to be honest with you. If I hadn't had my eyes on the Tamron 2875 for so long, I honestly would be putting every penny I get from my Canon APS-C bundle over the next couple of weeks. I'd be putting it towards at least a Mac Mini. That M1 chip. For those of you who are thinking, hold on, they were doing the MacBook Air. What we're testing here is the M1 chip, and that's the CPU in there. And all of these new, since last year, all these new releases from from Apple are with the M1 chip in, and they're amazing.
I'm tempted. So at the moment, if anyone wants one, I'm selling this iPad, which is an iPad 13-inch, third generation. It's 1 terabyte in size, 5G connectivity.
Is it M1?
It's not M1. It's third generation, so it's 2 years old.
Don't want it.
I'm selling this to buy the M1 iPad to do this kind of thing. And now I'm thinking, should I just buy a MacBook Air? Because it's the same cost.
You just won't have the touchscreen.
Yeah, I like the touchscreen. I like the Mac. I like all of it.
You saw how much Emma fell in love with that iPad Pro. You showed her.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, we're not buying it off you.
Okay, that's fair.
So next week,
the battery's not very good.
All right, okay. I won't tell anyone. So next week you're with me.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, if everything goes to plan, I'm with you.
Say that. What are we doing next week? Do we know?
We did have a think. Oh, we were going to do Matt's idea of how to say no to people.
Yeah. So next week we're going to go a little bit more back towards the industry side and certain ways in which we deal with clients and certain things that happen when you are actually running a videography, photography business, because the amount of people who ask you for stuff that don't really know how to ask or don't really know what they're asking you for when they ask you for a job. And it's being valued and valuing yourself. But I think that'd be a nice little heart-to-heart that. I like that.
Yeah. And I think it'll probably change between now and then anyway. By the time I get up to your eyes, I reckon we'll have changed it. But I mean, we'll definitely start off with the intention of covering those things. But by the end of it, we'll probably be redecorating your man cave or something. Right, on that note, where's the button to finish it? I always struggle. Where is it?